Assalamu alaikum. Well, children, yesterday we solved some questions, some parts of question number 3 of the first exercise of algebraic expressions, addition of the expressions, part number 1, part number 2 we did yesterday. To have more practice of this, let us solve part number 3. The two polynomials we have to add here. Previously in the first two parts we had to add 3 polynomials. You were told yesterday polynomials involved here are separated by commas. You can see in this question a comma after 4. Therefore, this part is about only 2 expressions. You have to add them. Therefore, 2 brackets will be used. First expression will write in the first bracket, second expression will write in the second bracket as we did yesterday, and those brackets then will be separated by plus sign in place of comma. We therefore have first expression in the first bracket 2p square q square minus 3pq plus 4. This is the first bracket. So first expression is written in that, which will be followed by plus sign, and then second expression will write in the second bracket. It is 5 plus 7pq minus 3p square q square. This bracket is closed. Now, as you have seen yesterday, to add these in the first step, we removed the brackets. And for removing the brackets, the rule that was told yesterday, you have to see what is the sign outside the bracket first. Outside the first bracket, we don't have any sign. You were told yesterday, in such a case, it is plus sign. Outside the second bracket, we again have plus sign. So, the signs outside the bracket are seen. This sign will have its effect on the signs inside the bracket. You were told yesterday, if the sign outside the bracket is plus, the sign inside will remain same. You can see the sign of 4 is plus. It will remain as plus. Sign of 3pq is minus. It will remain as minus. Sign of 2p square q square, again it is not written here. So therefore, understood sign will be plus. It will remain again same. Likewise, in case of second bracket, sign of 5 is plus, it will remain same. Sign of 7pq being plus will remain same. 3p square q square minus will also remain same, because here also we have outside the bracket plus sign. So therefore, removing the bracket will get 2p square q square minus 3pq plus 4. That was first bracket, removal of first bracket. Removing second bracket will give us plus 5 plus 7pq minus 3p square q square. We removed the brackets. After the removal of the brackets, what did we do yesterday? We collected the like terms. We brought the like terms together. We have among the terms here in this expression some like terms also. Like the first term. How will you find like terms? You were told terms which have the same variable part. The variable part means variable and the power of that, excluding the coefficient. This term has coefficient as 2. Variable part is p square q square. Now its like term will be the term which will have the same variable part, p square q square. We have the last term also has variable part p square q square. Therefore, these are like terms, and we'll bring them together. Write 2p square q square minus 3p square q square, its like term, we have brought closer to this. Then we have another term with variable part pq. It is minus 3pq. And you can see out of the terms again, there is another term also with the same variable part. This 7pq also has the variable part same. pq. I shall repeat, variable part means variable and the power of the variable. P is the variable, power is 1. Q is the variable, power is 1. Likewise, this also has variable P with 1 as power, variable Q with 1 as power. Their variable parts therefore are same. We'll bring them together to combine them. Minus 3pq plus 7pq. Second pair of like terms. And then we have another pair of like terms, the constant terms without variable, 4 and 5. These also will write together. Plus 4 plus 5. We have combined the like terms. We have brought closer the like terms. Now after having brought them closer, let us combine them. And for combination, you were told yesterday you have to combine only the coefficients of the like terms. Variable part will remain same. Now as we combine the like terms involving p square, q square as variable part, two such terms are there. To combine them, what will we do? We'll keep the variable part same. We'll combine their coefficients. So find out the coefficients. We find 2 as the coefficient of the first term out of the 2. And minus 3 also the coefficient. 2p square q square, 2 is the coefficient. Minus 3p square q square, minus 3 is the coefficient. These are the two like terms. Their coefficients I have taken. Because you have to combine, you were told yesterday, only the coefficients. As we combine, we add them or subtract them, variable part remains same. Therefore, p square, q square will remain same here. You have to combine their coefficients, 2 and minus 3. Now here I have written those, 2 and minus 3 only. P square, q square, variable part will keep same. Only coefficients I have written. Now how will you combine them? For combination, addition or subtraction, the rule you were told yesterday, if the signs are same, you have to add. If both are plus or both are minus, you have to add them. But if the signs are different, like here we have different signs. 2 is positive, 3 is negative, they have different signs, therefore these will be subtracted. As we subtract the numbers, we'll get 1. And what will be the sign of this 1? You were told yesterday, you have to put the sign of the larger of the two numbers. If you consider the two numbers without signs, 2 and 3, the larger one is 3. The sign of that 3 is minus, therefore the result will have minus sign, it will be minus 1. Coefficients are combined. Variable part will remain same. Therefore, when we combine these two like terms, we'll get minus 1 p square q square. Variable part you have to keep same. P square q square, variable part is same. You have only added 2 and minus 3, which is minus 1. Likewise, we have another pair of like terms having variable pq. You have to combine them, you have to add them or subtract them. Again, what will we do? Variable part will remain same. We'll find their coefficients. And tell me what are the coefficients? Minus 3 is the coefficient of first term out of the 2 and plus 7 is the coefficient of the second one. The variable pq we have excluded because it will remain same as we combine them, add them or subtract them. We have to add only the coefficients. Minus 3 and 7 are the coefficients. You have to add these. You have to combine these. Now as we combine them, will you add them or subtract them? It depends on signs. Again, we have different signs. Minus sign, plus sign, different signs. You will combine them, you will add them, you will subtract them because they have different signs. Result is 4. Now will this 4 be plus or minus? What is the rule? The larger of the two numbers. Here 7 is larger, plus sign, therefore 4 will have plus sign. And with that 4, the variable will remain same, This time the variable was PQ. Therefore, PQ will remain same. The combination of minus 3PQ plus 7PQ gave us 4PQ plus 4PQ as a result. And then we have another pair of like terms, 4 and 5. These are also like terms, and either of those do not have the variable. Therefore, the combination is like we combine numbers. The signs are same, both are positive. Therefore, you'll have to add them. 4 and 5 when added will give you 9. Now, will that 9 be plus or minus? Larger number has plus sign, therefore it will be plus 9. This is therefore the result of this part. Minus 1p square q square plus 4pq plus 9. And then you were earlier told that whenever you have 1 as the coefficient, it is not written, it is always understood. Therefore, this 1 we need not write. Even if you write it, it does not make any difference. But we generally don't write it. Thus, the result will be minus p square q square plus 4pq plus 9. That completes part number 3. Let us do now part number 4. Part number 4. Well, this part also involves it involves 1, 2, 3, 4 polynomials are involved in this. Therefore, you will have to use 4 brackets. First polynomial is L square plus M square. It is followed by comma, so the second polynomial will start from there. M square plus N square is the second polynomial. N square plus L square is the third polynomial, and then 2LM plus 2MN plus 2NL is the fourth polynomial in the second line. It is written there. So 4 brackets you will have to use. First bracket will contain first polynomial. It is L square plus M square. You have to add them, therefore plus sign. Second bracket will contain second polynomial. It is M square plus N square. Bracket close. Again plus sign. Y plus, because you have to add, you are asked to add them. That is second polynomial. Third polynomial will be in the third bracket. It is N square plus L square. Bracket will be closed. And then plus again for fourth polynomial, we'll use fourth bracket, which is 2LM plus 2MN plus 2NL. So 4 polynomials, we have used 4 brackets for them. Now, as in the previous parts, what will be the first step? You will have to remove the brackets. And the rule will be same outside the bracket. Everywhere we have plus sign. Outside the bracket means on the left side of the bracket. It is plus sign. Here also this bracket has plus sign. This bracket also has plus sign. This fourth bracket also has plus sign outside it. Sign is inside, therefore will remain same. Let us remove the bracket. We'll get L square plus M square plus M square plus N square plus N square plus L square plus, now fourth bracket, 2LM plus 2MN plus 2NL. Removal of brackets. Then what is the next step? Bringing together the like terms. Like terms will bring together. Now, the first pair of like terms we have with variable L square. We have 2 such terms. This is L square. This also is L square. There are 2 like terms out of the 9 terms that we have. 2 terms are having L square variable. These are therefore like terms and will be written together here. L square plus L square. Likewise, we have them terms containing m square, variable, m square, and again there are two terms with m square variable, this term, second term, and third term. Both have m square. So will be written together. M square plus m square. Those were already together there. Now here also we wrote them together. In case of only L square, we had to shift that L square, second L square, closer to this, because that was far away. M square plus m square. Then n square. There are again two terms having n square variable. These are like terms, so we write them together. Then we have some more terms which are alone, which do not have any like terms. 12m plus 2mn plus 2nl. These are all unlike now terms. So therefore, we need not write them together. Now, having collected the like terms, we will combine them, and for combination, the rule is same. Variable part will remain same. You have to combine only their coefficients. We have a pair of like terms involving variable part as L square. There are two terms. Therefore, their two coefficients you will have to combine. What is the coefficient in case of first? Nothing is written there. Well, what is then it there? It is 1 L square. That 1 is the coefficient. Similarly, second one also is L square. Its coefficient also is 1. You have to therefore add those two ones, 1 and 1, their coefficients. Variable part will again remain same. And as you combine them, same sign as these have, you will add them. 1 plus 1 will be 2. So you get 2L square plus. Then we have two terms with variable part m square also. Their coefficients also are same, 1 and 1. You add them, you will again get 2. It will be 2m square. Similarly, you will have 2n square. These were like terms, L square and L square, m square and m square, n square and n square. We combine them. Remaining three terms are all unlike. Therefore, will remain same. Unlike terms cannot be added. We have read earlier. 2lm will remain as 2lm plus 2mn plus 2nl. This is the result for this part. That was question number 3, last part. Now question number 4. Question number 4. Now you find instead of word add the following, we have the word subtract here. 3 parts are there for question number 4, and in either case you have to subtract. Part number A of this question is subtract 4a minus 7ab plus 3b plus 12 from 12a minus 9ab plus 5b minus 3. Two polynomials are there, you have to subtract them. Now you have read earlier, in your earlier classes you have come across, whenever there is the question on subtraction, it will always involve the word from. Subtract from. Subtract something from something. Well, going back to the parts of third question, where you had to add some polynomials were given there, somewhere 2 polynomials, somewhere 3, somewhere 4. What we did, how we started with, we wrote the polynomials in that order, sequence, whatever sequence those were given there. First polynomial in the first bracket, second polynomial in the second bracket, third in the third bracket. If there were more polynomials, then accordingly there will be more brackets also. The first polynomial which was written there was written first, followed by second, then third. But in the questions involving word subtract, you will always find the word from. And then, what does this mean? You have to always write the polynomial which is after from, to the right of from. You have to write that first. Therefore, the first bracket will not contain here the first polynomial. It will contain the polynomial which is immediately after from, to the right of from. In some questions, you may have that word subtract first and then the word from. But sometimes word from is written first, then the word subtract. Now what you have to remember is the polynomial which is soon after from, which is after from, not after subtract, which is after from. You have to first write that polynomial in the first bracket. And then in the second bracket you will write the polynomial which is after subtract. The polynomial which is after from, you have to write first. Let us begin the first bracket and find out in that part number A of question number A, what is the polynomial which is after from. It is 12a minus 9ab plus 5b minus 3. This polynomial was after from, so therefore we wrote it in the first bracket. And this time, instead of plus sign that we wrote in the previous questions, previous parts, you have to write minus because you have to subtract. Subtraction, sign of subtraction is here. And this will be then followed by the second bracket. The polynomial which is after subtract will be written now in the second bracket. We have 4a minus 7ab plus 3b plus 12. So two brackets are there again. Two polynomials were there. Two brackets I got separated by minus sign. Which polynomial we wrote first? Remember, the polynomial which is after from. You have to write first. Then you have to write the polynomial which is after subtract. Now having written the polynomials in the brackets, let us remove the brackets. And then for removing brackets, you were told earlier, you have to depend on the signs. If outside the bracket you have plus sign, the signs inside will remain same. If outside the bracket you have minus sign, then the signs inside the bracket will change. Minus will become plus, plus will become minus. Coming to the first bracket, outside the bracket we don't find any sign, means it is plus. Earlier you were told. Therefore, all the signs which are inside this first bracket, 12a is plus, 9ab is minus, 5b is plus, 3 is minus, these signs will remain same because outside this first bracket we have plus sign. But since the sign outside the second bracket is minus, look at this sign. This is sign outside the second bracket. It is minus. Therefore, all the signs inside the bracket will change now. 4a itself is positive. Now it will become minus. It will change to minus. 7ab being negative will become positive. 3b being positive will become negative. 12, which is positive here, will become negative. Thus, as we remove the brackets, we will get 12a minus 9ab without changing the sign, plus 5b, again I did not change the sign, minus 3, I did not change the sign, because all these signs will remain same. For outside the bracket we have plus sign here. Next bracket, now the signs will change. 4a will become minus 4a. 7ab will become plus 7ab. 3b will become minus 3b. 12 will become minus 12. So we have changed the signs here. And then after changing the signs, the procedure now onwards will be same as we did in the previous question, parts of the previous question. We will collect the like terms, if any. Look at the terms involved. 8 terms are there, and out of these, 12a and 4a are like terms. Why these are like terms? We have discussed. The variable part is same. The variable part here is a. Here also the variable part is a. Therefore, these are like terms. We'll collect them and write them together here. 12a minus 4a. Next, we'll collect the terms involving variable ab. And we have again two such terms which have ab as the variable. First term is minus 9ab. Second term is 7ab plus 7ab. We'll collect them and write them together. Minus 9ab plus 7ab. Second pair. Another pair of like terms will involve a variable b. There are again two such terms. This term has b as variable. This term also has b as variable. Write them together. Plus 5b minus 3b. And finally, we have the terms without variable, like terms minus 3 and minus 12. So collection of like terms and then combine them. For combination, again you have to use the rule. If the terms, like terms, have same sign, you will add them. If they have different signs, you will subtract them, and then you will put which sign to the result? The sign of the larger of the two numbers. We add the coefficients or subtract the coefficients only. Variable part of the like terms remains same. Considering the terms with variable part a, to combine them, use their coefficients. 12 is the coefficient, minus 4 is the coefficient. Now what will you do? As you combine them, you have to subtract them. 12 minus 4 is 8. And 8 will have the sign of 12 because 12 is the larger number. Plus 8a we get therefore. Combination of first pair of like terms. Another pair of like terms, those with ab as variable. Variable will remain same. What you have to combine is their coefficients. And what are the coefficients? Minus 9 plus 7. They have different signs. Having different signs means we have to subtract them. We'll get 2. 9 and 7 when subtracted gives us 2. And that 2 will have which sign? Will it be sign of 7 or 9? Larger number being 9, sign will be therefore minus. Larger number, sign of larger number you have to use. It will be minus 2 therefore. Variable part remains same. AB will remain as AB. That was second pair of like terms. Third pair of like terms, 5b and 3b, again have different signs, will be therefore subtracted. 5 and 3 coefficients will be subtracted. 2, sign of larger number 5 plus 2. Variable part b will again remain same. So it will be plus 2b. And finally you have to combine the like terms minus 3 and minus 12. They have same signs. Add them. 15. Again sign of the larger number is put. Minus 12. Minus sign will be given to 15 because the larger number 12 has minus sign. So get minus 15 here. This is the answer for part number A of this question. So the procedure was same as that of parts of previous question. We had to make change in only the first step. Brackets we separated by minus sign here instead of plus sign as we used in the previous parts. Questions, third parts we used. Likewise, let us do the B part of this. You can again see like previous part, word subtract as well as word from is there. Two polynomials you have to subtract. Out of these, which one will write first? Just now I said, which one you have to write first? The one which is after from you have to write first. So we'll write first 5xy, first bracket, we'll have 5xy minus 2yz minus 2zx plus 10xyz. This is first bracket. The polynomial after from we have written first. It will be followed again by minus sign because you have to subtract. Then second bracket will begin. And in this bracket you have to write the polynomial which is after subtract. We have 3xy plus 5yz minus 7zx. Close the bracket. These are the two polynomials to be subtracted. Again, what we did, we wrote the polynomial after from word first in the first bracket, and the polynomial which is after subtract word we have written in the second bracket, and the two brackets we have again separated by minus sign because you have to subtract them. So what will we do? How will we solve? We'll remove the brackets and the rule will be applied. Outside the first bracket we have plus sign, therefore these signs will remain same. Outside the second bracket we have minus sign, therefore signs in the second bracket will change. We'll get 5xy as it is, minus 2yz minus 2zx plus 10xyz. All the signs we have kept same because these are in the first bracket. Now the second bracket will begin and all the signs will change. Plus 3x will become minus 3xy, plus 5yz will become minus 5yz, whereas minus 7zx will become plus 7zx. Removal of brackets. This step is followed by collecting like terms, writing the like terms together so that we can combine them. At this level, you are learners. Therefore, what you will do is, it is better we increase one step, collect the like terms, write them together, then combine them. Later on, as you will move to the higher classes, you will have more practice of it, and then you need not then bring the terms together, like terms together, collect them and write them together. No, we will identify the like terms from the collection of terms and then directly combine them. That you will do in higher classes. Right now you just go step by step to get things clearly. So what we'll do is collect the like terms. First we'll collect the terms which have variable part xy. Just find out, do we have any other variable, term with variable xy? Look at this. Does it have variable xy? X and y are there, but there is another variable also, z also. Therefore, this is having variable xyz, not xy. It is not the like term of this term, therefore. This is the like term of that term. There is variable xy. So what will we do? Instead of writing this 3xy here, we will write it near this 5xy. Along with its sign, it has minus sign. So it will be 5xy first here, followed by minus 3xy. I wrote it, instead of here, I wrote it closer to 5xy because these are like terms. The next we'll find out the terms which have variable yz. And we have again two. This is the term with yz variable. This also is the term with yz variable. So what will we do? Instead of writing that 5yz there in that corner, we'll write it near minus 2yz. These are like terms, we wrote them together. Then another pair of terms, another set of terms, group of terms is with variable zx. We again have two. This is term with zx. This is also term with variable zx. These are like terms. Let us, before combining them in the next step, collect them, write them closer to each other. Minus 2zx plus 7zx. So far I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms out of the 7 terms. So one term is left there which does not have any like term, that is this term with variable x, y, z. It will be written here. Last term. Now combination of the like terms. 5xy, 3xy, like terms. We don't have any other term with xy as variables. So therefore, only these will be combined. Now, what is the procedure? Variable part will remain same. Xy will remain unchanged. Coefficient part you have to combine. The coefficient in the first term is 5, second term minus 3. Now they have different signs. You will have to subtract them. 5 minus 3 will give you 2. Now will the result be plus 2 or minus 2? You have to find which is the sign of the larger number. 5 being larger, it is plus. Therefore 2 will have plus sign. 2xy. Then another pair of like terms. yz. Let us combine these. Yz will remain same. Variable part will remain same. Coefficients you have to combine. Minus 2, minus 5. These you have to combine. Their signs are same. This is negative. This is also negative. Same signs. You add them. 7 will be the result. And then 7 will be plus or minus. Larger number 5 has minus sign. Therefore 7 will be minus. It is minus 7yz. Another pair of like terms we have with variable zx. Combine them. This time different signs these have. This is negative, this is positive. So you'll have to subtract them. And sign will be of larger number 7 plus 5. Zx plus 10xyz being alone. It does not have any like term. It will remain as it is. This is the answer for B part of question number 4, and that will be sufficient for this day.